Testament, right?
Correct.
See, they don't be speaking that around nowadays. People try to teach out the New Testament.
And I'm gonna show you know what's so crazy? You say people try to teach out the New Testament. Watch this. Give me John chapter 7, verse 49. I'm gonna show you that it don't change. God don't change. This how judgments work.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
Let them see.
There you go. Correct.
They don't know how to coincide the Old Testament with the New Testament.
Because why they got pastors and preachers that's lying to them. Right, he telling you about heaven on earth. But first and foremost, we starting with what the source of why everything going on. And hey, brother, what was your name? Walker. All right, Mr. Walker, what's your name, bro? Vic. All right, Vic, what's your name? Brandon. Okay, look, so he was talking about that, about us being in a good place, right? But why we on the bottom in the first place? Did you understood why we on the bottom? Why we on the bottom, Brandon? But guess what? If God be for us, nobody can be against us. There's nothing nobody can do if God be with us. But I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you how. What's going to happen. I'm going to answer your question and I'm going to address what I'm saying at the same time. Give me Deuteronomy 20:4 and then give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. I'm going to show you why. Because if the Lord be with us, ain't nobody going to be against us. But how will the Lord be with us? Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 4.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 4. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
He said he's gonna be with you and fight against your enemies because we got enemies, but we're not conscious of who our enemies are. But I'm gonna show you something because a lot of times we be our own stumbling block. I'm gonna show you how. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a real quick question to make sure we all on the same page. Do y'all know who the book of Deuteronomy is to? Y'all know what's going on in Deuteronomy? Okay, give me 29 and 1. You good? Just stay right there. 29 and 1. I'm gonna show you. Okay, do your thing. Come on back, Brandon. I want you to hear it. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So this is Moses speaking to who? The children of Israel. Y'all know about Moses and the children of Israel, right? Alright, so this him right here, he's going over a covenant. And this chapter 29. But in chapter 28, he's going over the covenant that God made with them. God made an agreement. So let's just say it's just like us, right? We go to work, y'all got jobs or y'all work for yourself. Right? So if you got a contract, either way you work for yourself or you work on a job, you got a contract. If you fulfill your contract, what comes? That money, right? You get what you made that contract for. But if you don't do it, what's gonna happen? If you work for yourself, you might get sued. If you don't do your work at your job, you're gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? And if you got certain agreement, they might even deduct money from you. You know, because they spent it on your training. But God the same way. This is the agreement that he made. So if we kept the covenant, watch this. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1.
Verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
This is future prophecy.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So he said, if we obey him and we do our part of the contract, we fulfill it, and we obey his voice because he gave us commandments, he gave us stipulations. If we do it, what's going to happen?
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Above all nations of the earth. God said he's supposed to set us on high above all nations. But where are we today? Where's our people at?
We're in bad shape.
We in bad shape. I like that. I'm showing you this is that's the answer to what you're saying. If we keeping the commandments of God, God gonna lift us back up. He gonna fight for us.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. We gotta learn who we are. And we can't come to God as black, Negroes, Hispanics, and none of that. We gotta come back to God as Israelites, keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? I want you to hear one thing before you drive off. I'm gonna show you why it's important. Because you're not black. That's what you identify as, right? As a black man, But that's not what God called you. What we showing our people is that we the children of Israel, right? And you see right here that God called the so-called black man what? Because this is the name we got in slavery. But what do God call us? You see this on this side, on y'all right side, this is what we got in slavery. On the left side is what God called us. What do he call the so-called black man? From the tribe of what? Judah. Judah, that means God praised. That's what we showing our people. We got to abandon these names that were given to us in slavery. Because black is just a color. Your ties is black. You and your ties don't come from the same place. Ain't no land of black to go back to. But watch this. There's power in knowing that you're an Israelite. That you're from the 12 tribes of Israel. Give me the book of Revelation chapter 21. I'm going to show you. This is why, because this is the whole important. The point we go to church and everything for is to do what? To get the kingdom of heaven, right? Watch this. Give me Revelation chapter 21, verse 11.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 11. Having the glory.
Get to 12, because he got to go.
Verse 12. And had a wall great and high.
So he going into the description of the kingdom of heaven. He said they got walls, great and high. Because everybody ain't supposed to be in there. Come on.
And had 12 gates.
How many gates the kingdom of heaven got?
12 gates.
But we've been taught it got one big pearly gate. Come on, but he said it got 12. Come on.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
It got 12 big black angels at the gates. Come on.
And names written thereon.
Hold up. There's names on the kingdom, on the gates of heaven? You ever heard them before? All right, watch this. Let's see what the names is.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Of what?
The children of Israel.
So on them gates, there's 12 names. That's of the children of Israel. And I'm the only people that getting in. And them angels there to make sure if you ain't other 12 tribes, you not getting in. So that's what we out here doing, showing our people how you do that. And that part of it is the same way we read about why people didn't condition today. So that's what we out here for.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Hey, bro, I said I'm going to show you something. All right, you take it easy, bro. I said I'm going to show you something, right? Because, like I was saying, we ain't in condition today. We ain't in condition today for even that. When I asked you earlier, I said, who is this? You said it was who? Jesus, right? I'm going to show you how you was being deceived into that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a deception. That's the image of the beast right there. That's the devil. That's a deceiver. But how did our people get so much to the point? If we God chosen people, which we are, if we know that, how was a people that's not God chosen people able to deceive his chosen people? How did they get to that point? Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. So I'm going to show you real quick how we got to that point. Then I'm going to show you what Christ really looks like according to the Bible. Come on, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
So he said if we didn't do all his statutes and commandments which he gave us, obey his voice, watch what's going to happen.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we didn't obey God's voice, what was going to happen to us? Come on right quick, I can't hear you. If we didn't obey God's voice, what would happen? I like that, but watch this. We're going to read it again. Slow it down a little bit.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we not obeying God's voice and keeping the commandments, what we're going to come upon us? Curses. A curse is a good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing. You correct, right? So this right here, I'm going to give a similar tool today, right? Because you got children? All right. If you tell your child to do something and they do it, what's going to happen?
They don't do it.
If they do it,
They get rewarded.
you're going to reward them, right? But if they don't do what you say, what's going to happen? This, it's going down. So, hey, some ass is getting towed up. That what's going to happen because why? Do you do it because you hate them? You do it because you love them. But God doing the same way. He said he chastised who he loves. So this is his chosen people. And he said, if you don't do it, curses going to come upon you. But like I said, he loves you, right? Let's see the purpose of these curses, and I'm going to show you something. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they
The curses. They is talking about the curses. Come on.
shall be upon thee for a sign.
So it said they're going to be upon you for a sign, right? Just like, what is the sign? Do we know this John Burrow Express marker? Why? Because of the sign, right? It's an identifying marker. So God said these curses or these punishments I'm going to give you going to be on you for a sign.
Right.
Just like you say, everybody got kids, but if you going to whoop your child for disobeying, you're not going to whoop everybody child for going against what you gave your child, right?
Hey,
Go ahead.
he got a question. He got a question. He said, how did the black man come to America, and is it in the Bible?
I like it. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get straight to your point. By answering his junk, and they're going to answer yours at the same time. So it said these curses are going to be a sign of who God's chosen people is in the last days. Why? It's going to relate straight to his question. Give me give me verse 68. Because with his question, right? How do we get to this side of the earth? How do we get to this side of the earth, fam?
How we get to this side?
Yup. How we get to this side of the earth?
I mean, a lot of people say, it's already on this side of the earth.
Okay, but it's still, you have to come across a channel of water. So what mode of transportation did you take? A boat. Okay, that's correct. It was a ship. It was a ship. It was a cargo slave ship. But watch this. Do y'all think that's in the Bible? You ain't never heard in your life you go to church right now?
I ain't from this part of Arkansas, so I ain't been to church.
Hey, look, I'm from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? This Bible is universal going to us. Us, God chosen people. But watch this. It's in the Bible, verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he said the Lord going to bring you into Egypt. What was the children of Israel doing in Egypt? Because we know about Moses going down to Egypt. And what did he say to the Pharaoh? Let my people what? Let my people go. So what was going on that they had to be let go? Slavery. That's correct. Because the word Egypt comes from a word, it's a Greek word. They call it meaning Egyptos, which means to bind or to constrain. So the people of Israel was in slavery when I was in Egypt. So just like that, God referenced in the same way. He said, you're going to go into where? Into slavery again. How he said I'm going to go?
With ships.
He said that we're going to go on cargo slave ships. What God put in there in prophecy, it came to pass. Like you see our people right here. What's going on? They packed in a boat at the bottom. They packed in like sardines. Right? You know what I'm saying? Our people went through these things. Why? Because we didn't obey God's commandment. But it's going to go even further. Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So we won't go see that Egypt again, or we won't see our homeland together as a people. We won't go come over here. Like most of our people, we came through way of the Mississippi, got out the Mississippi, and we did what? We were sold unto who? So what race of people sold us?
Teach.
What people, when we got out them ship, what people sold us? What people were selling and buying us? Hey, come here, bro. Come here. So I want what people did it?
White people, baby.
I'm just saying that because our people be scared to say that. It's considered hate.
Teach.
They ain't scared to call you a criminal, a thug, a rapist, a thief, gangster, a pimp. All those are derogatory terms. But we just telling the truth. That's all it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this what's going on. Our people was sold into slavery. Just like you see that what's happening right here.
Right.
What they doing? They sitting on that stands and they being what? Sold. 20, 30, 40, 50. 50. Hey, sold to Master Johnson in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Come on.
See nowadays people don't like that. I think that's the Old Testament, right?
Correct.
See, they don't be speaking there around nowadays. People try to teach out the New Testament.
And I'm gonna show you know what's so crazy? You say people try to teach out the New Testament. Watch this. Give me John chapter 7, verse 49. I'm gonna show you that it don't change. God don't change. This how his judgments work. You know what I'm saying?
Come here, let them see.
There you go. Correct.
They don't know how to coincide the Old Testament with the New Testament today.
Because why? They got pastors and preachers that's lying to them. But watch this. Come on.
The book of John, chapter 7 and verse 49. But this people who knoweth not the law
So the people that don't know the law of God, what's happening?
are cursed.
They are what?
Cursed.
So what are we reading about in Deuteronomy 28? The curses of God. for disobeying his commandments. So it don't change from the Old Testament to the New Testament.
Right.
It's still happening. If we break God's commandments, there's still a judgment for it.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is